Welcome back to the channel. I'm Andrew with Running with Dr. Andrew. Let's talk about shin splints. Now you can have shin splints in several different places. One is anterior shin splints, which is the anterior tibialis muscle, as well as you can have some stress fractures on the tibia, inside the tibia, and where the fascia is at around the tibia. Also, you can have some shin splints around the extensor digitorum, longest muscles, the posterior tibialis muscle, as well as the soleus type of muscle. Those are areas that you can cause shin splints. All right, guys, let's finish this run. Let's talk more about the shin splints. Gotta go. There's two types of shin splints that you can have. One's the anterior portion of the shin splints, where this muscle called the anterior tibialis goes along here. That can cause some pain, as well as you can have the posterior portion of the shin splints with the posterior tibialis and a muscle called the flexor digitorum, longest muscle, that causes some pain. And so and also you can have some stress fractures on the tibia that can result into shin splints. That'll be a different type of scenario and a different type of healing restraints, where you would have to do some resting in order for those fractures to heal. And that's something you want to see a physician for before you go on to training there. Or if you think you have some stress fractures, definitely seek medical attention. And so how do you develop shin splints? So a couple of things is that one, you're overstriding or you're bounding, and you're causing, what happens is it will cause more pronation, overpronation of your foot, and where your knee goes in too much. And typically that's most of the injuries that happen is that you're not utilizing your glutes, and that your knee goes in, and then you're utilizing more of these shin muscles more to help control your foot and your leg there, and that causes some pain and strain there. You develop some trigger points and develop some pulling on the fascia around the tibia that can cause pain, and so some other things that can help you out. Definitely, like I said, is doing some strength training. Strength training will kind of help out with developing better stability with the hip as well as the foot, doing some strength training on the foot there. So I'd like to show you just a few things to help out with your strength training. Let me show you 4 things to help out with your shin splints on the anterior portion of things, as well as the posterior portion of things. And a couple things you want to do. First thing is maybe doing some ice. If it's really acute and you're just now having some shin splints, maybe doing some ice can help it out, to help out with the inflammation, and elevation and rest can help out. And so the next thing is doing some strengthening on the inside portion of your foot there. And so what you can do is, if you've got a band, you can get this at your local sporting goods store. So here, and so what you're going to do is place this around your band, point your toes, and then raise your foot up. And what that's going to do is help strengthen the muscle in this area here. I'm doing about 15 repetitions. Again, that kind of helps out with that portion of your shin there, to help control your foot a little bit better there. Okay, so the next thing that you want to do is doing some balance exercises, which will help out. I kind of did a YouTube short about this exercise, and so what you can do is you're going to stand on one leg and almost like you're going down to touch the floor. Keeping your legs straight. Try to keep your back leg straight as you can. This is kind of difficult for me still, and then coming back up. And when you come back up, you're gonna raise your knee up here. And come back down. And that helps with hip strength as well as the foot strength too. You can do this barefoot, so it makes it a little bit harder if you're barefoot. You're really trying to get that strength done. Okay, so that's one exercise that you can do. Another one that you can do is just simply doing some ankle strengthening type of exercises. You can place this around your feet. And so keeping your toes straight, and it's going to help strengthen up the muscles on the side and keeping your foot nice and stable there. And what you're going to do, you're going to step to the side, come over, keeping your foot. Doing several repetitions of that. Okay. Yeah, so that's one exercise. The last exercise I'm going to do is doing some hip strengthening exercise. When I find with a lot of athletes, they are weak in their hips. So I'm going to show you two good hip exercises to do. First one is you're going to lay on your side. Have your legs completely straight. And what you're going to do, you're going to raise your legs straight up. Hold that for about 3 seconds and slowly come back and come down. That's slow position is how you're going to create a little bit better stability. Now, if you just kind of did this right here, up and down, really fast, not really doing a lot of things. You're not benefiting from the exercise. So coming up, hold for 3 seconds, slowly come back down. You're going to benefit a lot more from that exercise. Doing that position there, really slow down, really try to get good long holds, savor the exercise like if you would savor some ice cream while eating that. So definitely want to enjoy, embrace the goodness of this exercise. Good, it should feel like a good burn in that hip here. And that's going to create some better stability here. So if you have better control in your hip, you're going to have better control down the chain. Last but not least exercise is another hip exercise and a core exercise too. So you're going to keep your back nice and straight, core nice and tall there, and I'm sorry, your head nice and even there. And what you're going to do is you're going to keep your core tight and you're going to kick your leg back, squeezing your glutes. So you can point your toes down to you and coming back here. And you can switch legs. Really trying to keep that control. So try not to arch your back when you do that. You want to get your belly tucked in. Come here. This is where a lot of people, a lot of runners that I see have issues with this here. They want to use more of their back. And so you want to tuck that tail there. Squeeze your bottom muscle. And there. Yeah, so that's the fourth exercise. There's many more exercises you can do. I do have another video vlog on shin splints, so I'll link that at the end for more exercises and more information about shin splints. And these are just 4 good ones that may get you started and maybe even prevent. So if you don't have shin splints, these are good ones to do to maybe prevent any type of shin splints there. And just remember, you want to, reduce your mileage. If you're running too much and you start to notice some pain in shin splints, it's better to reduce your mileage and decrease your speed before you have something painful, because if you start having injuries, then you have to decrease your mileage or you have to do any resting. So if you catch it early and start doing some training and decrease things, that's a lot better to decrease than to stop totally at all. But obviously, if you're to a point where you need to stop and run, stop running because of some pain and seek medical attention, I think that's okay. Go seek medical attention so that way they can properly diagnose you. And so this ends this video on shin splints. So let me know in the comments if you've ever had this before or what you've done for shin splints before. And so help everyone keep safe, keep running, and we'll see you next time.